Welcome to the Brewview Presented by the Wort Shop. My name is T.
My name's Jesse.
And during this review, we'll actually be reviewing a beer called Delirium Tremens. It's a rather faffy beer. Faff.
Faffy beer.
Jesse, want to tell me a little bit about the brewery?
Sure. So this is actually brewed by the Family Brewing Huyghe. I believe is that how they pronounce it? Yeah. Family Brewery Huyghe.
It's right there. You tell me.
Yeah. Don't quote me on that pronunciation.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is Delirium Tremens. I think delirium is derived from the various stages of intoxication.
Thus, on the can art, we see the pink elephant. So if you ever heard somebody say, "Oh man, I'm so drunk I see elephants,"
you've seen Dumbo.
Well, of course you've seen Dumbo, or you've seen Fantasia. They also have an alligator and, I understand, a dragon, which are all various stages of inebriation.
According to Huyghe.
Right. So if you go to any type of like beer festival, you'll see this on hats, unsettlingly bouncing around.
Yeah, that's the phenomenon that they talk about. So cool thing about this brewery is it was founded in 1906 by Leon Huyghe. And in 1988, Delirium was born. They actually brewed it for, it just says some Italian guy. That's about as much information as I can get.
Some random Italian guy?
Doesn't say what he did for a living. It just says an Italian guy. This
goes out to you, Huyghe people. If you want to just brew a beer for a random American guy.
There he is. All right, so in 1988, they brewed this beer. It caught on. They had a phenomenon happen around this beer. They opened up all kinds of delirium cafes, which I guess are equivalent to our craft breweries that we have today.
Right, so if you go to a craft brewery now and you sit down, you might get some vittles to eat, but you're primarily drinking the beer of that brewery. Well, these guys were kind of doing that before anybody else.
Before it was cool.
Before it was cool.
So in 2008, this beer actually was elected as the best beer in the world in Chicago, Illinois, at the World Beer Championships.
So that's 1988.
20 years later.
To 2008 is only 20 years, and they became the best beer in the world.
Yeah, crazy. So some other interesting facts about this beer, besides the fact that it's a triple, and it has 3 different kinds of yeast in it. They say it ferments and then it re-ferments
when they put it inside the can or the bottle, and that part of that fermentation that's happening inside the can creates the golden ale with a little bit of a haziness.
Right. So it actually says that some of the tasting notes that we're going to get out of this is like an orange zest, some green apple, apricot, and banana. So I'm really excited to try this.
I know you're bananas.
I know you're out there waiting as well. But yeah, I don't know that we're bananas about this beer yet, but let's give it a shot.
All right, let's go ahead and crack her. Give her a whiff.
One thing to quick note is this is a 16-ounce can, so they only sell it in pints. I don't think you can get it any smaller.
Right, and it's $5.99
a pint. So it's a pretty expensive beer.
Go ahead and give that a whiff, but I totally get banana. I don't think they're lying, dude. I totally get banana.
I get banana and grapefruit, or I don't know if that's grapefruit or if that's that apricot that I'm smelling.
They're all very subtle fruits that you're smelling. They're definitely not...
Go ahead and pour yours, T.
Hey, thanks for saving me some there, Jesse.
16 ounces. I'm sure you'll get at least some there, buddy.
For one thing, you can tell I poured a pretty heavy head. We're going to put Jesse's beer on head cam and talk about this a little bit. So it's a very light froth. There's absolutely no big bubbles. I hope that when this goes into post-production, you'll be able to see this. But it is super carbonated.
Yeah, it is.
And it's producing a real high-end foam on top.
There's a lot going on in there, guys.
Well, what do you think? Should we go ahead and give her a taste?
Let's give it a taste.
Oh, wow.
That's probably one of the most interesting beers I've ever tasted.
Stay thirsty, my friend.
Especially for golden. It almost tastes like a hef, but it's golden.
That's because the banana notes. When I think of banana beer, I think of hef. Totally think of hef.
I think I get the zest. I don't get a lot of... I get a little bit of banana, and I get a little bit of the zest. I don't really taste coriander, but it does have.
Do you smell salt, Jesse?
Nope, no salt. But I do get it lingers on the tongue. It's got a good body. A little bitter. Say it's a little bit bitter. Right.
Just because of how much banana is.
I don't think it's overcarbonated, although at first glance I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Definitely not overcarbonated. What do we say on the skunks to pines?
Well,
where are we at, T?
0.
0 on both?
I don't get no skunk or pine, honestly.
Well, guys, I think that this is on a crushable scale, I'm going to give it a 6. I'm going to give it a 6. It's very, very tasty. I could drink a lot of them, but with all the different flavor notes that are happening there, I don't know that I could drink a 6-pack to myself.
Well, let's talk about this, because at 8.5%, it's an imperial beer. Are you going to be able to literally crush 6 of them lightweight?
Well, not really.
All right, so then it's a totally crushable beer, but it's crushed with caution.
Still going to give it a 7.
I can't get this guy to give anything good.
Or
You know what?
was it a 6?
It's 6 or 7, whatever he said. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8 on the crush. I think it's pretty amazing. So,
Cheers.